whatever it is you want to do, go for it.
Dream is hard. If you don't live your dream, it's still hard. You might as well pick the harder with the best benefit.
You don't have to see the whole staircase, just a step.
Nothing worth having is going to come easy.
From my tears came my treasure, which is the single wife.
Your setbacks are really a setup for something else.
Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Conversations. I'm your host Isis, and today I'm here at the awesome Crystal's Boutique on Piedmont Road, and I'm here with Bo Talley. Today we're just going to talk and have a good time talking to this woman. Now, Bo, yes. When I met you, well actually before I met you the first time, and actually came to the knowledge of who Miss Bo Talley was, I was like, looking at your picture. That's how I came into the knowledge of it.
Which picture were you looking at? Because there's been one second. Which one you was looking at?
I can't remember, but all I know is I was like, this lady's body is awesome, and I want it. I don't know how to get it. And I still ain't got there yet, but it was a couple years ago.
Don't get it twisted. She is fabulous. Trust.
But you know, and then over time, just watching you and following you on Instagram, because that is where I first saw you. Following you on Instagram, you just have this spirit about you that you just want to inspire, and it comes across on your pictures. You know, for more than just fitness, it actually comes across on your pictures. So then when I had the opportunity to meet her personally, we were at the T. Rivera fashion show, and I met you, and your spirit really, you know, clicked with me, and it was like, okay, this lady really is real. There's no fakeness about her, and you do see that a lot from time to time on other people, but I could genuinely tell that you were like, okay, I just want to inspire people. I want to uplift people, and I like what you're doing. Let's connect. And so here we are today.
Yes.
So first off, I want you to tell everybody who may be tuning in for the first time, and this may be the first time that they're meeting Bo Talley. Tell them about Miss Bo Talley.
Oh, well, I don't know where to start, girl. No, seriously, Bo Talley, you know, I am a mother of four, a wife of WNBA basketball coach Fred Williams, who used to be the coach of the Atlanta Dream. We are now with the Tulsa Shock in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I am an entrepreneur. I have a company called Black Pro Entertainment. We do events, and we also do entertainment management, and I run a nonprofit called Take the Time Foundation.
Triple T Foundation.
Triple T. I shorten it up, Triple T Foundation, for some of those who don't like to say the entire name, but that's what I do.
Now tell us about Triple T Foundation.
Well, it all started because of my grandmother. When she passed away, I just felt like had we given her the time, she'd still be here. That's why it's called Take the Time Foundation. Just wanted to instill in my children what she always instilled in us. That it's not always about the money, it's about the time. Like, it's better to give than to receive. So her always giving back to everyone in our community. My grandmother fed everyone. She took the time to go to everyone's children's track meets, cheerleading, football games, and she was known as Granny to the whole community. I mean, from black and white, they loved her, and I just thought when she passed, in my heart, I just felt like had we been there like we were supposed to, she'd still be here. She died from a massive heart attack, but I felt like had we been there and took that time with her and split up the duties as her grandchildren and her children, she'd still be alive today. So because of that, Take the Time Foundation came up because she would always say, you need to take the time for others and stop thinking about yourself. So we do just that. Our mission is to do just that, take the time. We partner with other nonprofits, and whatever it is they have going on, we go and we help out and we volunteer, whatever they got going on. And we also do our own individual things. I do a huge fashion show in Alabama called A Night of Giving in Fashion, and we I'm from Alabama originally, but I grew up in so many places, but we adopt 3 families from Alabama, and we honor them, and we let them know that somebody is there for them. There's other people that's been going through what you've gone through, but now they've gotten out of it. But we want to help you, you know, whatever we can. So every year we do it. We're planning right now to go back to Alabama and do it again. We kind of lapsed a little bit because things got a little hectic with my schedule, but I think I have a great team this year, and we're going to go back and do it. It's a night of giving and fashion. Look forward to it. We do it in Huntsville, Alabama.
Awesome. Now, you did say you had a hectic schedule, and I'm just, just rattling off some of the things that you do. I can imagine your schedule is hectic. So going back to Take the Time, I know that is something that I usually try to, we do go out with the Love Movement, and we go out and we do community service once a month. I find it that a lot of people don't feel like they have the time in their work schedules to do it, but it really is there. So how do you fit that time in to go out and give back?
I'm that type of person. I got to write everything down. I definitely have to plan it, because between my husband's schedule, mine, and my children that are in college, and they're still athletes, so I got to kind of be everywhere.
Right.
So I kind of like write it down and map it out. I have friends who do a lot of charity, feeding the homeless, and so many things in here. They send me so much information, so I just kind of write it down and know when I have that little time to go do it. It's a schedule given to me, so I can look at it and figure out what things I can go to and attend and give my time to. So for me, when it comes to working with other organizations, that's how it works for me. I just have it in my heart to want to do it. So you got to want to do it to do it. You know what I mean? People always ask me about starting a nonprofit. How did I start mine, and things like from of that nature. And I say it started from my heart. So you definitely got to have a heart to even want to take the time and give back to somebody, because it's not easy. And just running a nonprofit, it comes out of my pocket, majority of it, so you got to be willing and dedicated and really love others and not be a selfish person.
Now that's the answer I was looking for, because that's it right there. Yeah. You have to want to do it.
You have to.
And if you don't want to do it, you won't make the time. But we make times for a lot of things, so you do have to want to do it. Okay, so we've talked about the foundation. Let's talk about Black Pearl Entertainment. Tell us about that.
That's my baby. Let me tell y'all, when I started Black Pearl, I was a promoter. I was one of the only female promoters in the streets of Atlanta promoting.
And how did you get started in promoting?
My background is music. A lot of people don't know that I sing. I don't really share that. Only when I'm doing interviews. I've been finding myself doing it here lately. But my background is music. Wow. I was a professional singer. I had the record deal. I was signed to Sony Records. I've done it. You know what I mean? So I got into the entertainment industry from music. Grew up in the church as the only young person in the mass choir singing. Out of all the kids in the neighborhood, I was the only one who sung with all these adults that's 30 and 40 years old. So I've been singing for a long time, but when I stopped singing, I decided I wanted to stay in the entertainment industry. So I initially started doing management. I had all these contacts, knew all these people, and I said, why can't I just take this and help somebody else, like someone helped me? So I started doing management, and I managed some people, and I've helped them that are big now, get to where they are. And then after that, I just said, look, I don't want to let this go. What is it, God, can I do? And promoting came along. I was out, me and my girlfriends, watching dudes put flyers on cars. When flyers were popular. You can't do it now, you go to jail. But we used, back in the day, you could put a flyer on a car. And I used to see my friends do it, and they would tell me the money they were making when new venues came open. They were like, yo, if you got a massive email list, and I had a following. So it's like, if you got an email list, that's all these people need. So I would I would literally walk into new establishments, tell them what I could offer them, and that's how I started promoting. So then it got a little tough because I was in the streets. My kids were getting older. I didn't want to do that. And most of my interns were college girls. So it was like I'd have some interns, I wouldn't. So I decided to stop doing it. And we were all female-based, so I didn't want to keep the girls in the street like that. And I didn't want to miss out on things my kids were doing anymore. So I stopped the promoting part of it and still continued on with Black Pearl as events. I did a few events at the same time as promoting, and it was okay. And then I did one huge event for a girl, and after I did it for her, I just blew up, I did it for a WNBA girl, and she put the word out there, and I started doing it for more WNBA girls, and they were flying me here and flying me there just to do their events because I was well connected to so many club people because I was a promoter. Right. So I was just well connected everywhere, so it worked, and I enjoy doing event planning. And now here I am. So my main focus now with Black Pearl is my event planning. Mind you, I've managed full-figured models under that umbrella. I've managed a DJ. I've managed an actor. And it's still great. You know, I still have respect for them. They still have respect for me. And we can do something else if we wanted to work together. It was my choice to back away because I wanted to focus on other things in life. So, but my event planning is what I love.
Telling me this, I'm just like, I feel like I'm kind of looking in a mirror a bit because I actually started out in music, and I had a musical background, moved into radio, and I actually had a record deal as well. Okay. Got tired of it and was like, okay, what am I going to do at this point? Yeah. Moved into radio, started radio at 16, and I've been in radio for so long. And I actually used to go by the name of Black Pearl, so this is crazy. Really? Yes.
When I first thought of the name, I Googled and researched, and I hadn't seen it anywhere. Yeah. And the reason it became Black Pearl is because my business partner at the time, she was Asian. Well, she is Asian, but we're not business partners anymore. And I was Black, and I just thought that was unique. Right. We had a unique friendship. We were friends before business partners, and no matter where we went, people would be like, "You and an Asian girl, you know." It was just, you know, rare. So a Black Pearl is a rare, unique pearl, and that's how it came about.
I love it. I love it. Now, the Black love you give off, you and your hubby.
Oh, I love my man.
Y'all are awesome. Okay, and I am such an advocate for Black love. I think we need it so much, you know, an example and a role model for Black love that stays together, sticks together, loves through thick and thin. Tell us about your honey.
Look, I ain't gonna act like it's easy, and I ain't gonna act like it's perfect. That's right. But you got to understand, in relationships, you can't expect it to be perfect, because if you do, you're never going to last. You got to learn what you can tolerate in somebody. And if you can tolerate him not picking his shirt up and putting it in that one corner all the time, then deal with that shirt in that one corner. If everything else outweighs that shirt being in that corner, then why let it go? You know what I mean? I can deal with that. I'll just go pick it up. It's not all over my house. It's always in that one corner. Fred and I, we respect one another. His job, I respect what he does. He works around a lot of women. My husband has been in the basketball game for 30 years. Wow. And I have to respect what he does. I can't be a jealous woman. Right. These athletes, Olympians, bad bodies. I want bodies like that. You know, I can't. There's no way. And I was an athlete myself at one time, so I can't be jealous of anything he has going on, and vice versa. He know what he got in me. Right. He'll tell me, baby, you bad, all day, every day. You know, he called me right before this and wished me good luck and said, I love you. But we respect one another. He respects my space, and I respect his space, and it works. And we communicate, and we honest. You know,
I love that.
We argue though sometimes. You don't have to agree. You do not have to agree with your significant other. You know, we're so opposite. Right. But it works. Yeah, but it works for us. So, but yeah.
Good stuff. Talk about self-esteem. Talk about that confidence in yourself, what it takes for a woman, because you know, you exhibit this grace, but it's the confidence that sticks out so much. It's like you understand your purpose, you know what you want to do, your focus, and it comes across in your pictures, it comes across in your posts. Everything that you're posting is always so positive and inspiring to me as a woman, and I'm sure to other women. So talk about that for women out there that struggle, because we have a lot of sisters that struggle with that confidence, just having the confidence. Talk about the confidence that it takes.
That's what I was about to start with. You know, my confidence comes from my grandmother, you know, my mom. They were both single moms, you know what I mean? My grandmother had 10 children, my mother had 4, and all of us got different baby daddies. But through everything that they went through, they maintained the roof over our heads, the shoes on our feet, the clothes on our back, food on the table. Regardless of what man might have beat on them or hit on them, they still walked around with their head high. So they never, ever showed us anything less but to love you and be proud of who you are. So for me, that's just what I do. I'm not worried about the next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't thinking about the next. I want everybody on this planet to make it, especially my black sisters, because we be the first ones to downplay each other. But I just, that confidence comes from them. They taught me a way of life that I love, and I teach it to my daughter. She's very confident. My mama, when I grew up, my grandmother, my mama told me I was beautiful. I didn't have to wait for a man to tell me I'm beautiful. So therefore, if a man don't tell me I'm beautiful, I ain't mad, because I already know I am. Because my mom and my grandmama told me my whole life. And my daughter is the same way. She doesn't need for a man to tell her anything, because me and her father did that already. So it's not saying that I'm teaching her to be Miss Independent and you don't need a man. Yeah, you do. And let that man take care of you when, and be submissive to him when you get that man. But at the same time, I just feel like a lot of women don't get it. A lot of women don't understand it, and they don't support each other in certain things. And, I can walk into the room and be confident because I ain't worried about the next. You could be Holly Berry, Miss America. You could be on the cover of every magazine in the world. It's not going to faze me. I'm going to be proud of you. I'm going to stand right next to you like I was on that magazine with
you. And talking about your daughter, I got to tell your daughter, I said, yep, because she is one of our sorors. Yeah.
Look, I'm undercover. Don't tell nobody. Look, I want to be so bad. She's like, Mommy, and all her sorors be like, Mommy, you be rocking that blue.
Okay, the royal you do, honey.
And I didn't realize I was rocking it like that. And then I was saying YIP in a lot of my things. And she was like, Mommy, my sorors like you undercover yipping or whatever you doing. I was like, what? She was like, look what you writing. I was like, I didn't know I was saying yep. She said, Mama, that ain't how you spell yep. It's YEP, not YIP.
Yes.
But I've been doing that for years, but I did not know.
Yes, that is my soror. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, you make sure you tell her.
I will tell her.
All right, so what else is coming up for you? What can we expect from you? Because with all the motivational things you do, you might not know you doing it, because you just post things and that's just you. Yeah. But you're motivating people and you're inspiring people. So what are you going to do with that?
I hear people tell me that every day of my life. Every day I wake up. But I want people to understand, like a lot of people think, oh, Miss Bo Talley came into this Instagram fame. No, she didn't. Because I was this person before Instagram. I was being myself. Somebody noticed me being myself and put me out there. Right. Whoever it was, whoever did it, I say thank you, because it did what I was doing anyway, trying to inspire mothers to stay fit, be healthy, and be sexy. Because that's just what I believe in. Because after you have children, it can mess up your mind a little bit. And then having multiple children, it can do something to your body. Right. So for me, making that transition from being a little more overweight than I normally am to what I am now, I just said, let me start motivating my sisters, my brothers, my everybody to, hey, let's get in the gym, let's be healthy. But again, someone took that picture and made it go viral. I ain't mad about it. So with that, I'm going to continue to motivate, and I'm going to continue to inspire and help people get on that fitness track. And, if that's what it's doing at the end of the day, I am proud of that. I ain't going to be mad about that. Right. There's no reason to be. So there's always some naysayers and everybody thinking this and thinking that and thinking they know me, And I always say, you may see my glory, but you don't know my story. Wow. And I tell people that all the time. Right. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad about none of it. I'm very happy and excited about all the things that's coming from it and where I'm going with it, because now I'm speaking on panels. Not that I wasn't doing before, because I was, but I'm speaking on bigger levels of panels. Right. I'm doing bigger things now, so I'm just thankful for God for it. Not that this was the light of celebrity that I wanted, or was I even thinking, but God does what He wants to do with you. Even though I wanted to be that singer, I wanted to be a big-time singer, and that was going to be my celebrity, but God had His own reasons, and it was through a workout picture. So, and it is changing lives. I hear celebrities like Charles Barkley has come up to my husband and say, I'm working out because of your wife. You know, certain people that I wouldn't even expect know me. I can be in the airport. I could be just walking around town, and I could be at an event, and somebody be like, I know you, Miss Bo Talley, you know, like to have Melinda Williams of all people come up to me and like, can I get a picture with you? In my head, I'm like, girl, let me get a picture with you, you know? So, you know, I love Melinda Williams from Soul Food. Hey, boo. You know, I'm just thinking in my head, like, let me get a picture of you. But if it's inspiring people to stay fit, eat right, and get healthy, and love themselves first, and do you, then go for it. Because that's what I promote. Being you regardless of what anybody thinks. Love yourself every inch from your head to your toes. Love you. Because once you love you, somebody else will see that confidence, and then they want to be with you. Because don't nobody want to be with somebody crazy now. Might want to be with somebody they can run over. But most people want that confident person that can stand their own, that can help motivate them to get to the next level. So, you know, with that, I got a big charity event coming up soon. And it's going to be with the Lupus Foundation. I'm excited about it. I'll probably be the first person to do this in Atlanta. So I can go ahead and tell y'all I'm doing a...
Give me the exclusive. We got the exclusive.
I'm doing an all-female celebrity basketball game. All-female celebrity basketball game. And it's going to be for the lupus, for lupus awareness. I've been talking with the Lupus Foundation and a lot of people. My auntie died from lupus. You're wearing lupus color. My cousin has lupus. And a lot of my friends that are celebrities have lupus, male and women, non-celebrity. So I just want to bring more awareness because people think it's something you're born with, and it's not. It's like a silent killer. It's kind of like AIDS, you know. You don't. You catch it. So we don't know how people are getting lupus, and I just want to bring the awareness and how people understand it. I am working on a fitness DVD. I'm excited about that.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, I am. I'm taking my time doing it because I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I don't want to, I don't proclaim to be a fitness guru. And you said that. I feel like I'm a fitness coach. And I don't get into the nutrition part of it because I have not been trained on that. So I can't tell you about your body what I don't know. And you might take food differently from me. So I don't get into the nutrition part of it. So I always just give tips. Now, when you see on my Instagram, it's just tips, things that I do in my workout to help me in certain areas. I'm not saying this is my complete workout, go do that. I would never do that because I have not had the training to do that. Mind you, I have trained and seen results on people, but for me, I don't get into the nutritional part of it, but I do give a lot of tips. So my DVD will be geared toward the stay-at-home moms and the business mom like yourself and those women that do not like going to the gym, and it'll be tips to target those areas, and what's worked for me, it might work for them.
Awesome. A lot of stuff going on. I love it. Congratulations on everything that's coming your way, the blessings that are coming your way. Continue to work so hard and uplift other women because you definitely do that.
Thank you so much.
Now, before you go, I always ask the question, what do you say to motivate and encourage someone who may be watching right now? They're confused, they're, reaching for some type of goal, they're aspiring for some kind of goal, and they're facing obstacles. What do you tell them?
Let me tell you, you got to know what you want to do in this industry. Or you just got to know what you want to do in life, period. And you got to do it and not be afraid to do it, because fear is what keeps anybody back from succeeding. So figure out what it is you want to do. And I'm not that type of person. I don't believe in putting all my eggs in one basket, because I tried it and all them suckers hatched at the same time and I ain't know what the heck I was doing. I was all over the place. So when I figured out, let me just figure this one thing out, all them other eggs hatched at the right time, and it all made sense, and they all came along, It all just came along with what I was doing, my event planning. So all this other stuff comes along with my event planning, what I was trying to do at one time. So definitely figure out what you want to do and go for it. Don't be afraid. If you want to be, and I hate to say it this way, but I broke it down to my son like this, because he loves women. If you want to be the best strip club owner in Atlanta, be that best strip club owner you can be. Give it your all, invest your time in it, and cherish what you started. So whatever it is you want to do, go for it. Don't be afraid of what nobody think. You only got one life to live, and I'm a true believer of live life and live young. I say it all the time, and I tell people to do you regardless of what anybody says, but know what you want to do and go for it.
I love it. It's Miss Bo Talley, great conversation with this wonderful woman, and she is really an inspiration to me, and I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to get to know you.
Likewise.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Conversations. It's your girl Isis, and you're tuned in to IHearThatGirl.com. On the next Conversations, CEO of the Garner Circle PR Agency, Nicole Garner.
Matters is hard either way. If you live your dream, it's hard. If you don't live your dream, it's still hard. So you might as well pick the harder with the best benefits.